Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in details that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called No Composite Numbers Allowed by Ivela Gergova. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or Gergova? It's probably Gergova, right? Ivela Gergova. That's how I would pronounce it. Maybe it's wrong. If it is, please let me know, and I'll pronounce it better the next time. Anyways, here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is a box. We have Fog of War, where not all clues are visible at the start. Correct placements will reveal new cells and clues. So I think this is dynamic Fog of War, which means it will clear out certain pieces of cells, but we are not guaranteed it will clear out the cell itself, or it will clear out any cell, really. We also have a palindrome, which is a black line, reads the same from both ends. So say we had a palindrome line like this. Then it would read the same going from this direction as it would from going from this direction. And that's how a palindrome line works. We have adjacent digits on a German whisperer, which are the green lines, differ by at least 5. So, for example, if this were a 3, these digits would have to be 8 or 9, because those are the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3. So that's an example of how German whisper line works. We have digits on a Renban pink line form a set of consecutive digits in any order without repeats. So say we had a Renban line here. This would have to form a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. So it could be 1, 2, 3, it could be 2, 3, 4, it could be 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 7, 8, 9 as possibilities in any order. But you can't have something like 6, 8, 9 because those don't form a set of consecutive digits. So that's an example of how Renban lines worked. Oh, that's a lot of rules here. We have thermometers, which are gray, where digits strictly increase from the bulb to tip without repeats. Is there a way to... Okay, so say we have a bulb here, and we have a thermometer going this way. This could be something like, say, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. And this would be a valid thermometer because it's continuously increasing from the bulb to the tip. What you could not have is, say, a 3 here because it would be repeating here, and that's not allowed on the thermometer. Or specifically this thermometer. There are certain types of thermometers that would actually allow that. And those are usually called slow thermometers, but they're not in this puzzle. We also have killer cages, which have dashed lines around them, and digits sum to the given clue in the top left corner with no repeats within a cage. I can't draw that, so that's going to be a little problematic, but assume there's a cage like here. Then, and say it had a 10 in the upper left-hand corner. Then you could have something like 2, 5, and 3 here, and this would be valid because that would add up to 10, which would be in the upper left corner. What you could not have is something like 2, 2, and 6, because even though they add up to 10, you have a repeat in the cage, and that's not allowed in killer cages. So that's an example of how killer cages work. There's a lot of rules here. Okay, we have squares. So any cell that has a square in it must be an even digit. And any cell that has a circle in it must be an odd digit. We also have X's and V's. So an X between two cells means those cells sum up to 10. And a V between two cells means that those two cells sum up to 5. So assume the blue x is a v, and assume the black x is an x. So, for example, if we had an x here and a v here, if this were 3 and this were 3, this would force this to add up, be a 7 to add up to 10, and this 3 would force this to be a 2 for these two digits to add up to 5 with the v in between them. Okay. We also have black Kropke dots, where one cell is double the other. So assume this black X is a black Kropke dot. If this were a black Kropke dot, and this were, say, a 4, this would have to be a 2 or an 8 to maintain the 1 to 2 ratio between them, or that one cell is double the other. There's a lot of rules here. In the grid, there are exactly 9 colored regions made of orthogonally connected composite digits. And each region has a sum that is a prime number, which is to be determined by the solver. Okay. Interesting. So in the grid, there are going to be 9 regions which are made of orthogonally connected composite digits. So what does orthogonally connected mean? That just means that for that region, you can go from any cell in that region to any other cell in that region just by going through edges while staying within the region. So, for example, this would be an orthogonally connected region here, because to get from any cell in that region to any other cell in that region, you can just go through edges, all while staying within the region. This would not be an orthogonally connected region, because to get from this cell to any other cell in the region, you would have to either go through a corner or not be in the region while going through edges. And that's an example of how orthogonally connected regions work. We also have a no composite numbers allowed rule, where white cells may not contain composite digits. So only 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7 are allowed. The rest are composite digits, right? 4, 6, 8, and 9 are the composite digits from 1 through 9. And then finally, we have consistency of clues, where whenever part of a clue that is a line, a cage, or thermometer is revealed, its background determines the whole clue. So if the revealed cell is white, then all cells of that clue are white. If the revealed cell is colored, then all cells of that clue are in the same color. So that means for this German whisper line, all of these cells must be white, because the revealed cell is white here, so that means these two must also be white, and that should tell us a lot there. Anyways, those are all the rules. It's a lot of them too. So if you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. So I was wondering how we were going to break in this puzzle, but then the last rule basically clarifies it. So for this German whisper line, that means this white cell means the entire German whisper line is going to be just white cells. So, in white cells, you are not allowed composite digits. So what digits are allowed on this German whisper line? They can only be 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. Well, these digits are going to be unique because they're in the same box. So what unique digits are 5 away from each other? And the only ones we have are 1 and 7 are 5 away from each other, and 2 and 7 are 5 away from each other. So this must be 7 with the 1 and 2 on the outside. So this has to be 7. This is a 1-2 pair. This is a white cell here. And these must add up to 10 because there's an X here. Well, they're both white then, so they must be 3 and 7 adding up to 10 because there's no other possible combination here. So this is 3 and this is 7. This is a V here. So these two digits add up to 5 and they're both white. So they're both composite. They're not composite. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7 adding up to 5. Well, only two digits adding up to 5 there then are 2 and 3. And this can't be 3 because of the 3 in the row. So this is 2, this is 3. This again is white and it has an X there. So this must be 7. This is in a 1-to-2 ratio. And they're both white digits. So it can only be 1 and 2 in a 1-to-2 ratio without composites. And this can't be 2 because of the 2 in the column. So this is 1 and this is 2. These both are non-composites and because of the white cell revealed there. So this must be a 1-5 pair. This 1 eliminates 1 here. So this is 5 and that's 1. These both are composited, so it must be a 1-2 pair to be in a 1-to-2 ratio because, they're not composite because they're white. This digit is even because it's a square and it's not composite, so this has to be a 2. So this is 2, which makes this 1, which makes that 2. This Renband line is 3 in length, and they must be non-composite. So it has to be 1, 2, and 3. Well, 2 can't be either of these spaces, so this must be 2 here. Because 5 and 7 are not consecutive with 1, 2, and 3. So therefore, this is 2. This is a 1-3 pair. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so this is 1, which makes that 2. Okay. What does that mean? Where is 2 in row 1? It cannot be here because of the 2 in the box. Can't be here because of the 2 in the box. Can't be here and here because of 2 is in the column, so it must be here. So that's 2. Where's 2 in row 6? Can't be here because of the 2 in the box. Can't be here because 2 in the box. Can't be here or here because 2 is in the column. So this must be 2. Aha, and this is a German whisper line. And it must be, the 2 can, since this is white, that means the other cells in the clue are white. So that 2 can only be next to 7 on a German whisper line when no digits are composited. So this is 7 and that's 7. We should have 8 2s now. We do. We know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be here. So that's 2. 7s. For row 1, where is the 7? Actually, we have 2 digits here adding up to 4. And they're both not composite. So this can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row. So this is 3, which makes that 1. Where is the 7 in row 1? Can't be here because of the 7 in the box. Can't be here because of the 7 in the box. Can't be here because of the 7s in the column. So this is 7 there. Where is the 7 in this lower right-hand box? It can't be here because of the 7 in the row. Can't be here because of the 7 in the column. Can't be here because it's on a Renband that is only 1, 2, 3 possible. So 7 Has to be one of these two. Where then is the 7 in this right central box? Can't be here because of the 7 in the row. Can't be here because of the 7 in the row. Can't be here because of the 7 in the column. Can't be here because one of these two digits is a 7. So it must be a 7 here. Okay. We don't have many. Okay, so ones. Where's the 1 in row 3? Can't be here because of the 1 in the row. 1 in the box. Can't be here because of the 1 in the box. These are filled out, so this must be a 1. This is a thermometer, and this is white. So both of these must be white, which means these cannot contain composite digits. We have a 1-3 pair in that box and a 2 in that box, so this must be 5 because it's less than this, and this is 7. So this cannot be 7 anymore. Where is the 7 in row 8? Cannot be here because of the 7 in the box. Can't be here because of the 7 in the box. Can't be here because the 7's in the column. So it must be here. So that's 7. That's also a thermometer. And it's the tip of a thermometer. So this is either 3 or 5, but it can't be 1, 2, 3. So this must be 5 then. This is a circle as a white digit. It's not composite. And we can't have 1, 2, or 7 or 5 here. So this is 3, which means this can't be 3. This is 1. That's 3. Okay. Okay. Where is the 1 in row 4? Cannot be here because of the 1 in the box. Can't be here because of the 1 in the box. Can't be here because of the 1s in the column. So this must be 1. We have 8 1s. We know where the last one has to be. It has to be here. 3s. So we have all the 1s available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We should have all the 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3s and 5s and 7s are a little... Okay, we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We have all 9 7s. Okay, where's the 5 in column 7? Can't be here because of the 5 in the box. Can't be here because of the 5 in the box. These are filled out, so this must be a 5 here. Where is the 5 in row 2? Well, actually, in this upper central box. 5 can't be here, so 5 has to be one of these 3 digits, which means this can't be 5, this can't be 5, and this can't be 5, so 5 is one of those 2 cells there. Okay, what about 3s? 3 can be pretty broad. Oh. This is in a cage with 2 other digits, and they have to both be white. So this can't be 3 because of the 3 in the column, so this is 5, which makes this a 3 there. That adds up to 9, so that's fine. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so that must be a 5 there. This is a white cell, so it can't be composite, and the only composite left here is a 3. Where is the 3 in row 6? Can't be here because 3 in the box. Can't be here because 3 in the box. Can't be here because 3 in the column, so this is a 3 there. We should have 8 3s, right? We do. So we know where the last 3 has to be. It has to be here. Therefore, this is a white box, so the white cell, so this must be the last non-composite, so this is 5. That means this can't be 5 here. Where is the 5 in row 7? Can't be here because of the 5 in the box. Can't be here because of the 5 in the column, so this must be a 5 here, which means this can't be 5, which means this has to be a 5 here. Okay, so we should have all the composites, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we have orthogonally connected regions. which must sum. There should be 9 exactly. So we have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. So that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So for 2 digits, they're both composites, and they must sum to a prime number. The only composites are 4, 6, 8, and 9. So to add up to a prime number, it has to be an odd number, which means you have one even and one odd. The only odd possible is 9. So this is 9, which means this has to be 9 here. To add up for 2 digits to add up to a prime. It could be 4, 9 or 8, 9. That adds up to 13 and 17, which are both primes. So this is 4, 9 or 8, 9. This is a sum of all 4 and 2 other ones. So this is 4, 6, 8, and 9. That's what? 27? I think so. Right, because the non-composite digits add up to 18. So 45 minus 18 is 27. So 27 plus either, this is guaranteed to be 6. So it's 4, 6 or 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8, 9 again adds up to 27. Plus 6, guaranteed. So 4, 6, 8, 9, 27 plus 6 is 33. 33 plus 4 is 37, which is prime. 33 plus 8 is 41, which is prime. So both of those work. Dang it. Okay. Okay. This is also 4, 6, 8, 9 here. And 6 cannot be here. 9 cannot be here. So 9 has to be one of these 2 digits, which means this can't be 9. This can't be 9, which forces a 9 to be one of these 2 digits. And therefore, this has to be 9 here because there's no other 9 possible in column 4. This must add up to 9, have a 9 in it, because again, it has to add up to an odd digit. And this can't be 9 anymore, so this has to be 9 here. Which means this can't be 9, so this must have a 9 here. Well, we also have a 9 here. Where are the 9s in this box, the central box, and the right central box? They have to be here, and they have to be here. Which means we have a 9 already in rows 4 and 5. We have 2 9s, sorry, already in rows 4 and 5. That eliminates 9 in the rest of row 4 and 5, so this cannot be 9, which means where is the 9 in this left central box? It must be here. So that's a 9, which is a green region. Okay? If you have 4 digits adding up to, that's 27. This is 4, 6, or 8. What possible combinations can you have? So 4, 6, 8, 9 adds up to 27. With 4 adds up to 31. That's prime. With 6 adds up to 33, which is not prime. That's divisible by 3 and 11. And with 8, so 27 plus 8 is 35, which is divisible by 5 and 7. So this has to be a 4. And same with this. This is 4, 6, 8, 9 with 4 adding up to 31. So 4 can no longer be here. This becomes a 6, 8, 9 triplet, which eliminates 6, 8, 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 6 or 8. This is 4, which means this can't be 4. This is 8. That means this can't be 8 here. This becomes a 4, 6 pair. This 8 eliminates 8 here. This is a 6, 8, 9 triplet here. This is 4, 6, 8, 9. But neither of these could be 4. So one of these two is a 4. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so that's 6. This can't be 6 anymore. This is a 4, 6 pair, which forces this to be 8 or 9. Okay, so this is 6, 8, and 9 here in this right central box. Let's remove the corners. I don't really like corners too much. This can't be 9, though. This is guaranteed to be a 4. This is 6, 8, and 9. That adds up to 23. This is possible 4, 6, and 8. 23 plus 4 is 27, which is divisible by 3 and 9, so that's not prime. 23 plus 6 is 29, which is prime. 23 plus 8 is 31, which is also prime. So we have a 6, 8, 9 triplet in column 9, which eliminates 6, 8, 9 in the rest of the column. So this is 4, which means this can't be 4 here. Where is the 9 in column 9? It must be one of these two cells, so this cannot be 9 here. That means where's the 9 in column? Well, we already knew this. This can't be 9, so one of these is a 9. This has to be, what, 6 and 8? Right. This is a 6, 8 pair, which eliminates 6 and 8 in the rest of the box, so this can't be 8. This is a 4, 9 pair here. That forces this to be 6 or 8 here. This is guaranteed to have 4 and 9 here, and 1 out of 6 or 8. So 4, 6, 8, and 9 by themselves adds up to 27, which is not prime, because it's divisible by 3 and 9 also. So these cannot be the same digit. Sorry, they have to be the same digit. So this digit, whatever it is, must be the same digit as one of these two. So it's not the same digit as here. So it must be one of these two then. Which means it's one of these two. Okay. What are the possibilities? So we have 4 and 9 guaranteed here. That's 13. If you have 6 and 6, that's 12. 13 plus 12 is 25, which is not prime because it's divisible by 5. So this must be 8 and 8. 13 plus 16 is 29, which is a prime number. So this is 8, which means this cannot be 6. This is a 6 then. This has to be a 6 here. This can't be 6. This is an 8 and 9 pair, which eliminates 8 and 9 in the rest of the row. So this is not 8. That's 6, which means this can't be 6. This is 8 or 9. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 4, which makes that 6. Whoa. Not 9. I don't know how I got 9. That's 6. Why is there a line there? I don't even get what that is. Oh, that's the palindrome. Okay. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 9 and 4. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 8 and 9. So this is a palindrome, which we don't know where the palindrome ends. Okay. 4 has to be one of these two. We don't know which. 6 has to be one of those two. We don't know which. This is 4, 6, and 9 adding up to Well, we have a 6, 8, 9 triplet, which eliminates 6, 8, and 9 in the rest of the column. So that makes this a 4. That makes this a 6 and 9 pair to add up to 19. The 6 and 9 pair eliminates 6 and 9 in the rest of the column. So this is 8, which makes that 6, which means this can't be 6 here. That means this is an 8, 9 pair, which eliminates 8 and 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 8 or 9. This is 6. This 4 eliminates 4 here. So again, for this palindrome to work, this must be 4, which forces this to be a 6. And this is 8 or 9. This is 8 or 9. This 6 eliminates 6 here. So it's 9, which makes that 6. This can't be 4 or 9, so that's 8, which means this can't be 8. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 9, which makes that 8. 9 eliminates 9. 9 and 8 eliminate 9 and 8 here, so that's 4. This can't be 4 or 8, so that's 9. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 8. That's 9. And to form a palindrome, you can't have a 9 here because there's no other place to go. So this has to be 8, which makes that 9. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 9 and 8. Congratulations, Sudoku solver! You've completed No Composite Numbers Allowed, a Sudoku where composite digits form prime sum regions combined with palindrome, ren bands, German whispers, crop key, thermometers, and more. There's more. All hidden behind the fog of war. I'm a math teacher in Bulgaria, and I design Sudokus to challenge my students while weaving in mathematical ideas. For more brainy fun, visit my YouTube channel, Active Brain Area, and it's youtube.com/@activebrainarea. Very cool. It was a very nice puzzle. I would not consider this very easy, but that's on the solvers in Logic Masters Germany. I would consider this more of an easy level, not very easy, because there's a lot of logic to be involved in here. It's very cool logic. Very, like, it's... I wouldn't say it's... some of it's straightforward. And there is a lot of math involved. I guess that's the prime thing that I'm thinking of, is that it's math involved. Which I don't consider very easy, but maybe that's just me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku. I certainly did. And I will see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.